Have you ever played an instrument and then you couldn't play it and you just kept trying? I used to play this. It's called a recorder. And I just kept trying. This is called Hip Cat. He loves to play the saxophone by Jonathan London. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you like. Give me any suggestions. Here we go. He was a hip cat, a hep cat, a cool cat, living all alone in a riverside shack. Ooby-Doo John, the sax man, scat man, the cool cat man. One day he said to himself, all I want to do is to make jazzy music. So he picked up his sax, what his friends called his axe, and tipped his beret and said, scat cat, go. Hip cat daddy-o's got a horn to blow, and that cat scat. He hopped on the night train, the faster than light train, and in no time he came to a city by the bay. It was a bebop, rebop city, a bongo congo roller coaster jazz in your bones city. Minnie's can do. Hip cat moseyed along, singing a song, swinging his sax. He slipped into Minnie's can do on Fillmore and said, sweet Minnie, I want to blow my horn. Big Max the Manx cat was reading poetry at the mic, stomping the floor to the rhythm of his words. And when he was through, our hip cat hero with the horn to blow, blew. His sax bobbed and swung, screeched and skonked, purred and barked. The cats in the club said, go, cat, go, and Hip Cat wailed into that horn. He wailed his song of longing, his song of joy, his song of loneliness and looniness. And the crowd went crazy. The joint was jumping, toes tapping and cats bopping, chairs dancing and shadows hopping. Ooby-dooey, blah, blah. Still tapping his toes and bobbing his head, Hip Cat stomped, blowing, and started ooby-dooing instead. His new fans loved him, and Minnie hugged him. He was a bad cat, a mad cat, a rad cat. But Minnie could only pay him with peanuts. Now he was a penniless hip cat daddy-o, with a tale to tell and a tale to wail. He hit all the jazz joints in town, looking for a gig that would pay the rent. He was getting tired of living in a tent. But the joints weren't owned by the top dogs. If cats wanted to make it, they couldn't fake it. He said, if dogs can run free, why not me? He's here. So Ooby-Doo played his sax under the bridge. He played in the fog and he played on the ridge. He played all day and he played all night. He played for no pay, but he kept up the fight. But he had to eat and there was no money in sight. So he played his sax at all the tourist traps. Tourists with cameras tossed coins in his cap. Then he became a short order cook at the doggy diner. But he knew he could do something a whole lot finer. One night, he slipped back into Minnie's can do. Minnie said, Ooby-Doo, how do you do? Ooby-Doo said, I'm feeling kind of blue. Minnie said, sing it, you can do. But Big Max and some minx cats and cats in minks were jamming on their axes, playing some licks. They said, who's that cat? The cat from the sticks. Then they remembered and shouted, Ooby-Doo, do what you do, let the cats out of the zoo. So he blew his horn, all bluesy and forlorn. Then he started singing, better than ever, remembering the river where he was born. Ooby-Dooby, blah, blah, so-wabby-bop-a-wama, bing-bang, bloom, diddy my cat. Then Ooby-Doo blew everybody away with his horn. And pretty soon word got around. Even the top dogs paid top dollar for Ooby-Doo to wail at all the clubs. He played in the Hungry I, he played in the Hungry U, he played in the Purple Onion, and when he was through, the crowds went hog wild. Now wherever he went in style. He tore down his tent and paid the rent. He ate tall ice creams and paid all his bills. They called him a jazz musician, a great musician, and a poet of the blues. And when he rode the cable cars over the hills, his feet flew out in his shiny new shoes. Ooby-Doo shouted, "Do what you love to do, and do it well." He was a hip cat daddy-o with a tale to tell. He told it with his music and his ooby-doo-wah diddy-wah shooby-wah day. My cat is a kitty and we play all day. Even the fat cats and the river cats back home listened to his music on the radio. They called him one cool daddy-o. He was a hip cat, a cool cat, a bad, mad, rad cat. Ooby-Doo John, the sax man, scat man, the long, sleek cat man. There you go. Thank you. So whatever it is you like to do it and keep trying and don't give up. Have a great day. Bye.